I'm sorry, Mother Nature, for watching 14 movies in 7 days. Hello friends! So I have been holed up in my house for a little bit, binging Studio Ghibli movies, which I know I'm a little late on, but I'm here to give you a quick little review of each while playing a speed paint of Kiki Megumi I did a few months ago. I finally got it printed as well as a print last week, so I put that up, but just wanted to revisit one of my favorite art pieces of the year. I also wanted to note that these are only Miyazaki Studio Ghibli films, as in ones that he directed, as well as ones that he has produced or has credits on. I will be watching the other ones too. They are next. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm just gonna go in the order that I watched these movies in. So starting with Howl's Moving Castle, definitely a top 3. It creates like such wonder and a sense of nostalgia for something that I've only seen for the first time. But I really enjoyed the plot. There was just so many moving parts. Heh, puns. But the mystery, the intrigue. It did end a little bit rushed, but overall, very solid movie. 4.5 calcifers out of 5. The Wind Rises. Despite all the sort of like controversial themes and what have you, I actually really like this one. It was a good film, y'all. The steady plot and the unraveling of such was just such a delight to watch. I give this a 4 umbrellas out of 5. Whisper of the Heart. A lovely representation of that like awareness of inexperience, but also that passion for chasing a dream. Honestly, just a V cute, V pure, and V wholesome movie. Nothing more to it. I rate this a 4 library insert cards out of 5. Princess Mononoke. Okay, first of all, can we talk about how the spirits had butts? Like, did anyone else notice this? But this movie was as good as everyone says it is. Beautiful animation, exciting plot, interesting characters. Not about that bird mouth-to-mouth chewing situation, but love the underlying men is trash message. This gets a solid 4 spirits out of 5. The Cat Returns. I didn't realize just how connected this movie was with Whisper of the Heart, like not only in terms of the returning characters like the Baron and the Moon, but also in terms of themes and types of shots. This was just a fun watch. 3.5 Barons out of 5. Castle in the Sky. Definitely felt like this was an underrated one. I absolutely loved the old animation style, like the clouds and the fire were beautifully animated. And there's something about how humor is portrayed with the old animation style that just hit perfectly with this movie. 4 crystals out of 5. From Up on Poppy Hill, it's the Japanese town and landscape and quotidien that just brings me so much peace and serenity, you know? I just really like the slice of life, like kids fighting for something that they believe in and all the teamwork involved. Shipping experience was a little bit of a left turn, but glad we got back onto the road at the end. Honestly, could have been rated a little bit higher if not for the redacted. So this gets a 3.5 flags out of 5. Ponyo! This movie was just so adorable, like the 5-year-old child mentality is so pure. Honestly, just a breath of fresh air or water. I actually really like this one though, like a lot more than I thought I would. The adventure aspect was just so magical and wholesome. It gets a 3.5 green buckets out of 5. Porco Rosso, such an exciting movie. Also felt like this one was an underrated one. Always love those past scenes of a love story, so this gets 4.5 Porco Planes out of 5. My Neighbor Totoro. Such a random detail, but I love that they portrayed that moment where you like need to get back into the house, but you have your shoes on, so you walk on your knees. This movie literally just felt like laying in a patch of grass in the summertime, like so much serotonin. Honestly, just the cutest movie ever. A very big 4.5 blue Totoros out of 5. Spirited Away. So I have seen Spirited Away. It was actually one of 2 Ghibli movies that I watched before this marathon, and this rewatch did make more sense to me. I also wasn't as spooked as I was the first time. The world building is populated with such imagination and creativity, of course. It truly is an exciting movie. I just don't hold it on a pedestal as others do, so 3.5 sit balls out of 5. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, a super random sci-fi film. I don't know, I felt like this was so out of pocket. The world was super interesting though, it just wasn't for me, so 2.5 ohms out of 5. The Secret World of Arrietty. Honestly, didn't think I would like this one as much as I did. It was like a very sweet movie with lovely characters, besides the nanny, of course, she ain't it. But I give this a 4 sugar cubes out of 5. And then I ended off the Miyazaki marathon with Kiki's Delivery Service. Kiki's was the other movie that I had seen before. It sort of has that nostalgic factor because I watched it as a kid, but this movie is just so love-shaped for me. The characters are lovely, the scenes are absolutely gorgeous. I love it, and it truly makes me feel like I want to redraw the whole movie. This gets a 4.5 GGs out of 5. Okay, some ending thoughts here. Overall, the slice of Japanese life is something that is just so nostalgic for something that I have never lived before. It seems so peaceful, and I love the quotidien of it all, the day-to-day lifestyle, and that they sort of focus on those small daily tasks and the mundane aspects of life. And then of course, when it wasn't this genre, it was some super exciting magical adventure that just totally transports you. I also love that most of the movies center around a girl, and that they or other women are seen as competent and brave and complex in all the ways women are. Truly enjoyed this movie marathon, and I'll continue with the other Ghibli movies soon. I will insert my 7 seconds here, and Maria will see you in the next video. Bye!